Hey everybody, how's it going? Uh, I've been meaning to do this for a while, but decided to put together my first video, MMA related video, and I guess I'm gonna talk about UFC 261 from this past weekend. Had a really good card. I'm gonna focus on the main. On the three title fights primarily. First off, this shirt I'm wearing, there we go, you can see it. This is Adrian Yanez shirt. I'll put the link up where to get it, but really cool design. Um, uh, yeah, I really like it. I'll put the link up so you can order one from him too. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and get started. So the first of the three title fights, Valentina Shevchenko versus Jessica Andrade. Now, um, this fight coming into it, like there were some people who were saying, oh, maybe like Andrade is gonna like overpower her and whatever. And man, she really made a statement. That was the one area where people thought, oh, maybe Andrade can, overpowering or wrestling, whatever, was the area that people thought, like, oh, maybe, she can pose some kind of challenge for Valentina that she hasn't faced before. And, like, I was thinking before this fight, like, I'm kind of thinking that she's probably on, like, that Amanda Nunes level where you're not gonna beat her, and like she may be even able to like decide how she's gonna beat you, and that's kind of how it looked. Like she said that she didn't go into the fight like necessarily like looking to do that, to wrestle and beat her that way, but like it, I guess apparently it became clear to her that she could during the fight, something. But anyway, put on a dominant. I mean, like I think it was like 5 takedowns in the first round. Then ended up with Andrade and crucifix. Like it was brutal. Like dropping, hammer fists and the elbows. From that crucifix position where there was just nothing that she could do, just a totally dominant performance in the area where people said that perhaps Andrade could give her some trouble. And I think it's time she starts getting her due respect, because we give Amanda Nunes that level of respect, and like you know they've had two fights. Both of them have gone the distance. The first was a unanimous decision. That second one was very close, and you can make a really strong argument that Valentina even won that second fight. So I think like sometimes because of that 2-0 record, in that trilogy, in that series, whatever you want to call it, in favor of Amanda. A lot of times I think Valentina gets treated as if she's like maybe not on that same level. But I mean, like I said, you can make a strong argument that she actually did win that fight, and I think if it was if that record was 1-1, I think she'd probably get a whole lot more respect. And similarly, I think this fight, like because of the two fights prior, there were like some leg injuries that kind of took kind of got some attention. Jimmy Crute with the deadened nerve in his leg, and the of course the horrific leg break of Weidman. But and then on the other side, which we'll talk about in a minute, those highlight KOs, so that it kind of overshadowed, I think, like a really dominant performance by Valentina. And I think we're really lucky to have her. Like this kind of talent just doesn't come along like all the time. Like really, like her and Nunes are in are in their own categories like that, uh, where everybody you throw at them, like there's like what are they gonna do? And Usman is starting to like insert himself into that category as well. Like throw whoever you want at him. What are they gonna do? Kind of thing. And I think this fight should kind of solidify some more of that respect for her. And I'm not sure who she's gonna face next, but this performance was a dominant performance, and I think you know who is gonna come and take that from her anytime soon, and I just don't see it. I think that's pretty much it, and I can kind of move on to the second of the three title fights, and this was Rose Namajunas versus Weili Zhang, and man, I really thought that this was gonna be like a similar deal to Weili versus Joanna, where it was like this 5-round battle. And man, Rose Namajunas just came out and like she set it up perfect. Started with the low kicks, and then faked low, went high at a point where Weili had her guard a little bit wider than she normally does. I can't remember all the exact details. She had like stepped back or something, and her guard was a bit wide, and Rose looked low, faked low, and then threw that head kick right up through the guard. And man, just Weili dropped, and then Rose hopped on, finished up with a ground and pound. And man, first round, I don't think it even went like 2 minutes. Like it was fast. I thought the fight could go either way. I didn't think I was guessing Weili by decision, but like I was not gonna be shocked if Rose took it. But like I did not expect a first round like head kick KO, that kind of thing at all. That was incredible. And I think Rose also probably doesn't get quite the respect that she deserves either. While I'm not ready to put her in that same category as Valentina and Nunes, like she is a extremely high level martial artist who can she can get you on the ground. She can pick you apart from distance and get a decision. She can knock you out. In the first round, like she's done to Joanna and Weili. Like hats off to her for an incredible performance. Like I said, I did not expect that. I thought we were gonna see, like a 5-round war, and she just put it away right off the bat. I don't know really what else to say. There's not a whole lot from that fight to break down unless you get into like real detail that's probably beyond my level of understanding anyway. But Weili has said that she hopes for a rematch. I'm not sure that the UFC would do that right away. She only had like one title defense before that, so maybe in a win or two we'll get to see a rematch there. But I don't see anyone right now necessarily in a position to immediately grab that belt from her. She's probably gonna hang on to it for. I don't know. I don't even want to guess how long, but like I'm just saying I don't see anybody like in the next person up is gonna come and take it from her or anything like that. So remarkable performance, and it'll be interesting to see who's next. Down the line for her. But once again, incredible performance. Even people who thought, Rose could win, like probably didn't imagine first round KO like that. So yeah, amazing moment. That was something that I didn't expect to see. Um, I'll go ahead and move on to the third and final title fight of the evening. And wow, there was so much build up to this. Like the first fight where Usman, a lot of clinch work. Of course, the foot stomps. Everybody talked about the foot stomps and everything, but this time, Usman, has been working with Trevor Whitman on his striking, and so that's becoming a threat. And then, of course, there's always the threat of the takedown. His clinch work is elite, so he can throw a lot of things at you. And the first round wasn't. I was kind of like, man, that looked a little. I mean, he didn't do terrible, but it just I was kind of like, this is maybe looked like he was overextending on some of his punches a little bit. Just didn't look quite, on, I guess you would say. But man, second round came out and. Got that, just a highlight knockout, and nobody had ever finished Jorge Masvidal with strikes before, and Usman just lit him up, spun his head like his right eye made eye contact with his left eye, behind his head or something. It was crazy, and man, really, he said he was going to come out and get the finish, and I mean, he did. He came out, and second round, just clean, boom, knockout, couple of super necessary, as he said later, ground and pound strikes, and that's all she wrote. And the Masvidal-Usman beef, rivalry, whatever, that's done. 2-0. And Masvidal said, he won fair and square. And Masvidal, for all the build up and everything he said before the fight, and since the last fight and everything, he handled it really well. Was really respectful, and and I just wanted to give a couple minutes to we're starting to hear, is Usman in the welterweight GOAT conversation and this and that. And I would say he's put himself in that conversation. I would say probably some more defenses are necessary, but not necessarily as many as GSP. I think we gotta kind of gauge those things, look at those things on their own terms in that sense, where it's it's a different era. The way they're getting the wins are different. Usman already has, I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's something I believe he actually has more finishes in title defenses already than GSP did. And he's never lost the title fight. GSP lost 2. So there's things I don't think we can necessarily say once Usman gets this amount of defenses, then because he's getting finishes, and he's never lost a title fight, never lost a fight in the UFC even. So the comparisons have to be a little different, but I think he's definitely inserting himself in that welterweight GOAT conversation, and. Man, what an incredible card! I don't think we're gonna see any. I mean, it'll probably be a while before we see a card that stacked again. That was that was something really special. And the Rose Namajunas first round knockout. That was probably I would say the surprise of the night for me, because I picked Valentina. I think I had her for a 4th round. KO or TKO, and I had Usman by 5th round, KO or TKO, and both of them just, came out and took care of business in the second round. But that Rose Namajunas in the first round, I did not expect knockout in the first round. That was that was something pretty special and incredible to see. Well, man, I can't really imagine somebody wanting to listen to me talk for like much more than like 15 minutes. Like, and honestly, like I've probably pushed it a little bit, but first video, so bear with me. I don't have any cool music or graphics to like play me out or whatever, and I don't even have like one of those like lines that like people say every time they're done or something, something clever or whatever. But maybe I'll figure something out. But anyway, hope there was something enjoyable in this for you, and that it wasn't too long. And I'll work on it in the future. But I just wanted to get something out there. They say the best way to get started is just hit the record button, and it's kind of what I did. So like, subscribe, share, whatever. Thanks, and I'll see y'all next time.